Hello everybody, we're out in nature today, but hopefully that doesn't hinder this video talking about Cole Caufield signing a pretty big extension with the Montreal Canadiens. And of course that is an 8-year extension worth $62.8 million, roughly about $7.5 million per season, a little bit more than that. And I'm sure some money is going to be moved around here or there per season. But let's talk about kind of the decision making here, kind of where we got to this point and what I think of the deal. So, the decision making by Montreal is made partially by how we got here. So for them, they ended up drafting Cole Caufield not too long ago, and he ends up making his debut and being one of those guys that is a feel-good player as the team makes a run in the Stanley Cup final against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They end up, of course, losing that one in 5 games, but it was a big step forward for this team. It really felt like they had been lacking direction. They weren't really going in any direction that was positive, and they ended up making their first Stanley Cup final appearance since 1993. Didn't get the trophy. Doesn't matter though, as it was really cool for them to be able to do that, and I think their fans really felt rejuvenated in that they had a purpose and things were, somewhat sunny in Quebec. So, that's part of their decision making here and how we got here. Things continue on a little bit. Last year, or I should say the season before this most recent season, looks like it's going to be a great year for him. I really jump on the hype train and I say Cole Caufield probably should be a candidate to contend for the Calder Trophy, and so I end up picking him. Sorry, there's a bug. I end up picking him to be my Calder favorite. He, of course, does not win the Calder, but part of that is attributed to Montreal just getting off to a really bad start the year after they make it to the Stanley Cup final. They were not a competitive team, and he ends up getting sent down to the AHL. They make a coaching change. Martin St. Louis comes in. Things start to click a little bit more, and had he been on the pace that he was on, maybe he does win the Calder after that season. So then you go into this year, and you're thinking, what can he do? Well, he ends up leading the team in goals this year despite playing 46 games played. He gets 26 goals in 46 games. That's really good. He is like 10 points shy of averaging a point per game. I think he had 36 points in 46 games played, so that's good there. He continues to take a step forward in that direction and is part of their long-term future. What exactly do I think is going to happen here for him and the Habs? I think this could be a good deal, especially the fact that he has continued to progress under St. Louis. Are they going to be, a coach and a player that are there together for a long time? Maybe, maybe not. With Caufield, he is signed through the rest of the 2020s, does have a 3-year no movement clause on the final 3 years of his deal. So maybe he will decide, I want to trade towards the back end if Montreal is still not good. But I do see this being a good deal because especially by the end of this deal, if he's continuing to progress or playing at this level, maybe he is going to be a guy where you say this money is not an issue. If he's hurt, I could see that being a problem, but I don't exactly know how that shoulder injury is going to treat him. But I am going to be more on the optimistic side for him in the Habs as they look to build with him and Suzuki to be some of those younger guys to really be excited about going forward, and maybe they can find some continued success as they are still probably not a playoff team in my eyes right now going into the 2023-24 season. But I am really, really hopeful for him and Suzuki to have big years and get this team back on track to being a Stanley Cup hopeful. Will it happen right away? Probably not, but I do think that Montreal did the right thing here by getting him to a long-term extension, as long as he's able to stay healthy and that shoulder injury is not a problem. But anyway, what are your thoughts on this deal? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night, and you go love hockey, all right? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.